Hello everyone, it's Kane the Wisest, coming at you with a 1.9 video. Shout out New Beginnings on World Ang. We're just going to be doing kind of a overall run around. Going to start off with a clean slate with an OBS level 45 to 46. As you can see, we don't really have anything going on. We're just going to kind of go from the top down. So up here at the top, you can see that to level from 45 to 46, it's going to cost 1,582 total forge points. So the reason why we want to do a 1.9 versus self-leveling and using the swap threads is it's going to cost you less forge points to have your building leveled. On top of that, you're going to have other people getting prints and metals, as well as forge points back. Now, a 1.9 is tailor-made for level 80 arcs. At level 80, the arc gives you a 90% bonus to these default rewards for forge points, metals, and blueprints. So I'm going to go over to FoE tools and I'll kind of explain that a little bit more in detail. So over here, FoE tools, we got the observatory on GB investment. So going down here, you can see the level going from 45 to 46. If we hop back over here, that's exactly what we're doing. Level 45 to 46. The percentage of global investors bonus, aka the ARC bonus, for 1.9, this is always going to be 90%. I know on Zier and Galatians we don't have a 1.95, but if we were to have a 1.95 thread, that would go to 95. That would be for arcs that are level 130 and above would benefit the most out of that, as well as the people posting their own buildings to that. So we're not going to get too much into that. I don't want to kind of confuse this lesson. So down here we see number of FPs currently put by the owner. I don't normally really mess with this block. Sometimes I will if, let's say for instance, someone puts a little bit more than they should and I just want to run some quick calculations onto what maybe I would need to prime. The same thing for ad investors. If someone puts a little bit too little or too much, I'll go ahead and add all the investors in here and see kind of how that would possibly change how much I need to prime. Yeah. So it's going to go ahead and clear that out. Start back up. Level 45 to 46. Alright, so down here you see the places off on the left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to call those P1 through P5. So P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5. Alright, going into the next column, default rewards. You're going to see that number up at the top with the gold chest. That's going to be for P1. So if you did not have an arc, no matter how much you put on this observatory, let's say you put 1,582, you just completely level my obs for me, the max amount that you would get back for that investment is 430 forge points. Now that is without an arc. With an arc, level 80 with that 90% boost will go up 90%. You're gonna get 817 forge points back. So if we multiply 430 by 1.9, we are going to get 817. We don't need to really go into too much of the math. Like I said, I use this website. I'm not a guru with math by any means, but you do kind of need to understand a little bit behind what all this does. So If someone were to put 817 forge points on my P1, mathematically, there is no way that they can get bumped off of that top spot. So I'm just gonna go into a little calculator app. So 1582 minus 817. Alright, so the remaining amount to level from that is 765. So as you can see, no way that you could potentially get sniped from that top spot. Alright, going down to P2. Same thing, 409 for P2 with a arc 80. Kind of the same thing. We'll go over here. We'll subtract 409. It's going to give you 356. So 356 left to level. Alright, so right here, P1 and P2, we can see that the FP to put by the owner to secure the place, that's going to be 0. So you as the owner fronting this building, putting it into the 1.9, you do not have to put any forge points to lock P1 and P2 in place. So what I would do, I'm just going to show this as an example. I'm going to unclick these check boxes right here because I only want to post for P1 and P2. Now, I can post for all 5, but I would need to put 165 forge points to lock all 5 positions. Meaning, if P1 puts their spot down, then P2, then P3, then P4, then P5, they won't be able to get sniped if everything does go in order. Now, that doesn't always happen that way. If you do post for all 5 spots, there is a potential for a sniper to come in and profit off of that. So let's kind of explain that a little bit. So let's say I put 165 forge points down. Alright, the remaining left to level is 1,417. Now, let's divide that by 2. Alright, and then round up from 708.5. That's going to give us 709. So, if I were to put 165 forge points, someone could come in and snipe with 709 forge points to lock the top spot. And if they had an arc 80, they would get, 108 forge points additional. Now, I should note that this is kind of a sweet spot building. So I can get sniped for that top spot. But so we're going to divide 1582 divided by 2, 791. So someone could put 791 forge points to lock that top spot, and they would get, 26 forge points. It's not a very juicy reward, but you can kind of see that in these sweet spot buildings where P1 and P2 are already secured with no forge points, someone can come in and lock that up prior to you posting. So for buildings kind of in that 40 to 55 range, especially on your arc, you're going to want to make sure you don't unlock that level until you know that someone's kind of on to take it. But before I get carried away, we're just going to go ahead and post this. So, alright, for the prefix down here, if you scroll down, this is going to be your name. So this is going to show up in these boxes right here that you can copy. So I'm playing on phone. So I like to click the fourth one. It's kind of neat. It has the spots from P1 right to left, so people can delete them as they go. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this and post that in the 1.9. And that is it right now. I am going to be kind of making some more videos. I don't post videos at all, so you tell me how I did. If I rambled on, I'll try to make it more short and sweet. Um, I'll go over some more kind of advanced stuff as we go along, but this is the first video. Thanks for watching, everyone.